welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if it's your first time here, hi, my name is Missa, and today, as you can see by the title, ooh, we're excited. We're going to be, can't even speak because I'm so excited. We are going to be playing with the brand new, totally completely out of stock right now, because it's sold out in 5 minutes, James Charles times Morphe, the James Charles palette. The Artistry palette, the Unleash Your Inner Artist palette, the palette everyone's talking about. So clearly, this is the look we're going to be doing. Well, we're not doing a tutorial, so as always with my reviews, I'm going to talk about like purchasing it, doing some swatches, my first impressions, and then I will move on to the demo part of the video where I do one eye on camera and just kind of show you how it applies and things. But I ordered this on the 13th, on the day it launched, obviously, because it sold out in 5 minutes. On the Morphe UK website, it came today, which is 2 days later, so the shipping is phenomenal from the UK website. I got a bunch of other stuff, so today in the video we're also going to be playing with the Grandmaster brush collection, which was £69. And then I also got, you know, things like, ooh, stop falling. I got the Lo-Fi palette, I also got like a lip kit, a new sponge, and the continuous setting mist. I'm not going to be testing all of that in today's video. Today we're just going to be playing with the brushes and the palette because that's what we're here for. All the makeup I'm wearing though will be linked down in the description box, so if you like the rest of my face and that, you will be able to find it all down there. And if you buy with my links, it really helps me out because I get a little bit of money. So yeah, this is the palette. Let's jump in. James Charles Artistry palette. I'm going to pull the sleeve right back. This is what she looks like. We all know what she looks like at this point. It's been all over the internet. Now, I'm not going to swatch every single shade in this palette. I would be here for far too long and I just cannot be bothered. So I'm just going to pick probably 2 shades from each row and swatch them, and then over the course of my life I'll be playing with it on my channel and we can see it properly, like all the shades. But yeah, let's just grab a few shades I'm maybe looking at and thinking, how pigmented are you, or that looks beautiful, and swatch them. So this is 518, this is a pure orange. Hey, that's pretty pigmented. That's pretty impressive. Let's try rusted as well, which is the red. Yep, that's pretty darn impressive. Quite powdery. They're not like buttery smooth. I mean, they are buttery smooth to touch, but there is quite a lot of like powder sitting on top of the skin that isn't like, do you know what I mean? Like when it's quite a chunky swatch, it's like that. Anyway, who knows what I'm trying to say. Oh, shade Halloween. This is like a gorgeous metallic. That was like butter. I mean, my finger slipped off my arm. It was that buttery. Let's swatch You're Kidding, which is supposed to be an even deeper red, I guess. Wow, that's lovely. This looks like black, but it can't be. This is the shade Tea, which is like a deep plum brown. And to be honest, these are all swatching beautifully. Oh, let's try the white and the black. So this is Flashback, and this is Spooky. So this is Flashback and Spooky. Pretty good black. It's an okay white. It's not a good white, I'll be honest. Like I tried to use it on my inner corner on this eye, the one I don't do on camera, and I couldn't really build it up, to be honest. The Jeffree Star white in the Blood Sugar palette is the best white eyeshadow I've ever tried. Okay, let's do a swatch of B, although I have used that on my eyes. So B, Playground Artistry. There's B, Playground Artistry. That purple is so underwhelming because I did swatch it on my finger earlier when I first got it out of the packaging. It really needs built up, but it's not really like a super intense pigmented purple. It's more a duochrome. It like flashes blue. It's really beautiful. I would use it, but probably over like a matte deep purple base with that on top to really bring it out. And then lastly, let's do Acapella. Again, I've used that on my eye today. Acapella, Single, and Skip. This deep blue is gorgeous, I know that. I used it on my eyes. That's Acapella Single, which is a nice pretty matte purple, and Skip. Holy mackerel. So there's a bunch of swatches from the palette. It is very pigmented upon swatching. I did notice that pink was very pigmented when I put it on my eyes. I used it a tiny bit underneath. Yeah, I mean, if it's swatches or anything to go by, then I would buy this palette just by looking at someone's swatches, to be honest, because it is very, very pigmented. So that's actually the first time I've swatched most of those shades, and I've got to say I'm really pretty impressed. They swatched beautifully. I know there's a bit of scandal about his swatching, and did he swatch it twice or did he build them up off camera? Doesn't bother me. Swatches are just so you can see what colour you can expect, and it's not until you play with it on your eyes until you kind of know how it's going to perform. And some of the shades I used today were so pigmented I struggled to blend them. So it's one of those palettes that's got pressed pigments in it and shadows. Pressed pigments you typically need to work a bit harder with, and one of the ones I used today was one of those shadows, but overall I've had a very good time playing with it. I'm really, really happy that I managed to get my hands on this. So what we'll do now is we will jump into me putting it on my eyes. It's just a quick demo-ish, quick for me, I hope. And then yeah, you can see how they apply, but this is the look. You will have seen it up close. I'm very happy, to be honest, but yeah, let's round up my final thoughts at the end of this video, not right now. This is supposed to be an intro and it's already 10 minutes long. Anyway, I'm gonna go put it on my eyes on camera so you can see it, and yeah. If you stick around to the end of this video, please leave the number 7,184 in the comments, and I'll know who are the best people among you. So I'm taking a pencil brush from my new Grandmaster collection, and the shade Daddy, which is this deep matte green shade. Like, look at that pigment. This is definitely one of the like pressed pigments, I think, because that is like insane. Taking another brush from the set and picking up the shade Social Blade, and I'm going to blend out the edges of this deep matte green with Social Blade. And on my other eye, I did have to spend quite a lot of time blending out that deep matte green with this lighter green, and just going back in with more deep green, more light green, and just spending a while blending it out, because it is such a pigmented green, and when you're putting it over a like, tacky base, it does stick to it, which is positive and negative. So now I'm picking up the B shade, which is yellow. You can probably see that quite stark line between the deep matte green and the yellow, so I'm going to just go back in with Social Blade and just work on blending it out. And like I said, on the other eye, this did take me quite a lot of time, because it's quite hard to blend out that deep green, in all honesty. Back in with a pinch of that yellow. And then I'm actually taking my Morphe M506 and the shade Spooky, which is the black. It is pigmented. I'm really honestly trying to use the smallest amount and just build it up. Like, it is a good black, it really is. Okay, so I'm going to cut my crease really quickly using another brush from that set and my Mehron color wheel. So now my cut crease is on, I'm going to load up my brush with the shade Ring Light, pop that on the front. This is a really beautiful bright champagne. I don't feel like the light's hitting it, so you're not seeing how pretty the champagne reflect is. This is a super metallic. I'm wearing it on my inner corner here, so it's really metallic and beautiful. Then I'm going to pack on Cape Cod right beside it. Look at that colour. I'm going to blend the two together using the shade Hello, which is a light blue. This is the shade Acapella. This is a really beautiful metallic blue. Like, it's so pigmented straight off the bat, and that's using it dry. More Cape Cod just to blend them together. Starting to get that really lovely gradient from light to dark. Sorry that I seem so grumpy, I'm just really getting annoyed with my camera. Right now, see, it just keeps unfocusing, and I think it's because of my backdrop, but like, I don't want to not be able to use a backdrop because my camera can't focus. I'm just going to use a pinch of white gel eyeliner just at the very front like I did on my other eye. Don't get mad at me for not using only this palette. So I put that white eyeliner on, but I need to set it in place, so I'm going to take the white from the palette, which is called Flashback. So I've just loaded up my brush and I'm just going to pat it on. So now I've got that on, I'm going to go back in with the shade Hello, which is that really lovely kind of popular blue colour right now. What's it, like an aqua colour? I'm just going to blend the edges. Then I'm picking up more of the shade Spooky just to blend this outer corner. So blending the black into that blue. Then I'm using the little spoolie brush from the palette, and I'm going to line my upper lash line. Just using a tiny bit of gel eyeliner just as a base, and then I'll go over it with black eyeshadow. And then I'll set that gel liner in place with the black eyeshadow. So I'm going to clean up my fallout and then we'll move on to the lower lash line. Sorry, I'm just constantly looking over here. It's because I'm just trying to check that I'm actually in focus. Because this is the most frustrating filming, apart from yesterday, of my life. I think I'm just going to have to get rid of my backdrop, even though I want a backdrop. So taking again my pencil brush, I'm now dipping into the shade Escape, which is a really deep purple. It's very pretty, and I'm going to put that along the lower lash line. This is one of the nicest tones of matte purple I've ever seen, and it's very pigmented, as you can see just by me patting it on. Then I'm taking Skip on another brush from my set, which is the pink, and I'm going to blend out the edges of that purple. Another beautiful colour. Just going to wipe off that brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Pinkety Drinkety, which is a really pale pink. I'm going to go along the bottom. This is the softest brush I've ever felt in my life. I'm also going to mix it with white, which is Flashback, and just blend the edges of the bottom. And then I used a black liner in my waterline because I just thought I would, so I did. So I'm going to throw on my lash and all of my base products, and I'll come back and we'll put it on the inner corner and then just look at the look as a whole. I don't want this like me putting it on to be too long, but this is what it looks like just now. But once I've got the rest of my makeup on, I'll do some nicer close-ups and stuff. So give me 1 second and I'll be back. And then for the inner corner, I've just picked up ring light on a tiny little brush. Look at that. That is a sickening inner corner highlight. Look how pale and sad I look right now. So yeah, now I'm gonna go put on the rest of my makeup and we'll be back, and I'm gonna look a lot better with the rest of my makeup on. I'm really hoping. Okay, 2 minutes. So this then is the finished eyes with the rest of my makeup on. But my lip is Stila shade Not, N-O-T-T-E, and it's this really gorgeous shade. It's definitely gonna be my new winter shade. I love it so much, and I think it matches the lower lash line quite nicely. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think when my eyes are like fully open, it looks very green and purple, which I'm not like massively keen on, but I think when you see the like the cut crease and the white and the blue, I think it looks a lot better. So I'm just going to like sultrily have my eyes like half open all day. I am really happy with how it came out. So yeah, let's just talk quickly. Let me first talk about the brushes. So the Morphe Grandmaster Collection, 20 brushes for £69. So that's a lot of money. However, every single brush I used, I absolutely loved. And like even this brush here for contouring, which is wonderful. And this brush here, which is pretty much the M5. Is it the M501? What is it called? Yeah, the M501. It's just the same thing. I mean, it's great. And the big face brushes, I really like those. And all the eye brushes I thought were so nice. Oh, they're just so soft. I think this brush collection is super worth it. If you want to expand your brush collection, it's only, I say only, it's £70, but you get 20 brushes, and all of the brushes in there I would use, except probably this one, which is a bit like fat. I guess this could be for concealer under the eyes. I just wouldn't use this brush personally, but I'm going to get 18 brushes. Sorry, 19. I'm really bad at maths. 19 brushes out of the whole kit I'm definitely going to use on a daily basis. I've loved all Morphe brushes that I've tried, to be honest, since I started trying them. So I think that's hugely worth it. Great Christmas present if you don't want to splurge that much. Get it for Christmas. And then, of course, the palette. So what we're all here for, really. I really enjoyed using it a lot. I think all of the colours I used were phenomenally pigmented. I think it's beautiful. I want to do a blue look. I want to do a full purple look. To be honest, I'm probably never going to reach for the neutrals in this palette because I just have neutral palettes that I would rather reach for, and I don't want to be looking at all these rainbow colours when I'm trying to think of like a plain neutral look. But these colours are stunning. This purple is so interesting. It's like a blue purple duochrome. I think you can probably see that. It's stunning. I really like it. The ones I've used I think are super high quality. So in first impressions, really like it, would recommend if you love colour. It is massive. It's not going to fit in my drawer very easily, but I don't care. And yeah, I would recommend it on first impressions. But like I said, I'm probably going to just sit down and film a proper tutorial tomorrow where I'm being really in depth. And I'll do a completely different look so that we can really kind of test it out a bit better. But yes, really like it, really happy I have it, and would recommend, especially because Christmas is coming. It's definitely sold out just now. I think it sold out within 5 minutes. So yeah, when it restocks, I would recommend it. I'm going to stop blabbering on now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. Be nice, please. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments as well. Do you want to see a full in-depth tutorial with it, or is there another palette you want me to use? And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.